Nature's grandeur surrounds us, a symphony of sights and sounds that captivate the senses. From towering mountains to shimmering oceans, the earth's canvas is painted with breathtaking beauty. The gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze, the soft murmur of a flowing stream, the melodic songs of birdsong, all weave together a tapestry of tranquility that calms the soul. Nature's beauty transcends mere aesthetics. It speaks to something deep within us, a primal connection to the earth and its rhythms. It is a sanctuary where we can escape the hustle and bustle of daily life, a place to reconnect with ourselves and find solace in the simplicity of the present moment. In the heart of nature, we discover a sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. The worries and anxieties that plague our minds seem to melt away, replaced by a sense of awe and wonder. Nature's embrace is a balm for the weary soul, a reminder that there is a world beyond our own limited perspective. It is in these moments of quiet contemplation, surrounded by the wonders of the natural world, that we begin to tap into a deeper sense of ourselves, a sense of interconnectedness with all living things. Nature's symphony invites us to listen, to observe, and to find harmony within ourselves and the world around us. Nature is more than just a feast for the eyes. It is a sanctuary for the soul. Its embrace offers a respite from the relentless demands of modern life, a place where we can shed the weight of our worries and simply be. Surrounded by the beauty of creation, we are reminded that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. The gentle rhythm of nature's cycles, the ebb and flow of the tides, the changing seasons, the cycle of life and death, reassures us that change is inevitable and that there is beauty in impermanence. Just as the trees shed their leaves in autumn, making way for new growth in spring, so too can we let go of what no longer serves us and embrace the opportunity for renewal. In nature's embrace, we find solace and perspective. The vastness of the sky above reminds us of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead, while the solidity of the mountains grounds us in the present moment. It is a place where we can reconnect with our true nature, a place where we can simply be. Whether we seek adventure in the rugged wilderness or solace in a quiet garden, nature offers a path to inner peace. It is a place where we can reconnect with our senses, find solace in solitude, and experience the restorative power of silence. For centuries, humanity has found solace and inspiration in the sacred texts that have been passed down through generations. Among these timeless treasures, the Book of Psalms stands as a beacon of hope, offering words of comfort, guidance, and spiritual nourishment. Penned by poets and prophets, the Psalms give voice to the full spectrum of human emotions: joy, sorrow, love, anger, fear, and doubt. These sacred verses are more than just words on a page. They are whispers of wisdom that resonate deep within our souls, offering insights into the human condition and our relationship with the divine. The Psalms speak to the longing in our hearts for connection, for meaning, for a sense of belonging. In the Psalms, we find solace in times of trouble, guidance when we feel lost, and hope when we are overcome by despair. They remind us that we are not alone in our struggles, that others have walked this path before us and found strength in their faith. The Psalms offer a path to inner peace by encouraging us to cultivate gratitude, to find joy in the present moment, and to trust in a power greater than ourselves. They remind us that even in the darkest of times there is always hope, and that love will ultimately prevail. Imagine yourself strolling through a sun-dappled forest, the gentle breeze carrying the scent of pine and earth. As you breathe in the fresh air, your mind begins to quiet, and the stresses of the day melt away. Now imagine pairing this serene experience with the soothing words of the Psalms, allowing the ancient wisdom to wash over you. The combination of nature's tranquility and the Psalm's spiritual depth creates a powerful synergy, enhancing the benefits of both. Nature provides a calming backdrop, allowing us to fully absorb the Psalm's message of hope, peace, and divine love. The Psalms, in turn, deepen our appreciation for the natural world, revealing the divine presence in every leaf, every flower, every sunset. This harmonious pairing has the power to soothe our souls, calm our minds, and restore our spirits. It reminds us that we are an integral part of creation, connected to something far greater than ourselves. The worries and anxieties that often consume us begin to fade into the background as we connect with the peace that surpasses all understanding. By immersing ourselves in the beauty of nature and the wisdom of the Psalms, we open ourselves to a world of tranquility and spiritual nourishment. It is a practice that can transform our lives, bringing us closer to ourselves, to God, and to the peace that lies within. Section 5. A Tapestry of Tranquility. This exploration of endless relaxation, woven from the threads of nature's embrace and the Psalm's timeless wisdom, invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual renewal. It is a journey that begins with a single step, a conscious decision to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to open our hearts to the beauty that surrounds us. As we immerse ourselves in the sights and sounds of nature, allowing its peace to wash over us, we create space for the soothing words of the Psalms to penetrate our hearts. We begin to see the world through a new lens, one that reveals the interconnectedness of all things and the divine spark that resides within each of us. This tapestry of tranquility, woven from the threads of nature and scripture, offers a refuge from the storms of life. It is a place where we can reconnect with our true selves, find solace in the present moment, and experience the profound peace that comes from knowing we are held in the palm of God's hand. This is just the beginning of our journey into a realm of endless relaxation. As we delve deeper into the calming effects of nature and the profound wisdom of the Psalms, we will discover a wellspring of peace and tranquility that will sustain us in the days to come. Section 1. Nature's Calming Embrace. Stepping away from the clamor of city streets and the blue light glow of screens, we venture into the tranquil embrace of nature. The very air seems different here, cleansed by the breath of ancient forests and the caress of ocean breezes. Our worries, so heavy just moments ago, begin to lift like morning mist as we surrender to the gentle rhythms of the natural world. Nature's calming influence is not merely a figment of our imagination, it is a scientifically proven phenomenon. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones like cortisol, and improve mood. The Japanese practice of forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku, emphasizes the mindful absorption of the forest atmosphere, its sights, sounds, and scents as a pathway to improved well-being. Whether we find ourselves strolling through a verdant park, hiking a mountain trail, or simply gazing up at a star-filled sky, nature has a remarkable ability to quiet our minds and soothe our souls. It is as if the natural world itself offers a gentle invitation to slow down, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the peace that resides within. In the tapestry of life, we often find ourselves caught up in the busyness of our daily routines, neglecting the restorative power of nature. But by consciously choosing to spend time in nature's embrace, we open ourselves to a world of tranquility and healing. Section 2. A Walk Through the Forest. Imagine yourself embarking on a leisurely walk through a sun-dappled forest. As you step onto the soft, yielding path, The scent of pine needles and damp earth fills your nostrils, awakening your senses. The gentle rustling of leaves overhead creates a soothing melody, a symphony composed by the wind and the trees. As you walk deeper into the woods, the sounds of the city fade into the distance, replaced by the gentle symphony of the forest. Birdsong fills the air, a chorus of sweet melodies that seem to rise and fall with the breeze. A squirrel scurries up a tree trunk, its bushy tail twitching as it disappears into the canopy above. The forest floor is a tapestry of textures and colors, soft mosses, fallen leaves in hues of gold and crimson, and the occasional burst of vibrant wildflowers. You might pause to admire a delicate mushroom pushing its way through the undergrowth, or watch as a colony of ants marches in single file along a fallen log. With each step, you feel a sense of peace settling over you, a calmness that permeates your being. The forest, with its ancient wisdom and tranquil beauty, seems to whisper words of comfort and reassurance. Nature's calming effect extends beyond the visual realm. It is a symphony that engages all of our senses. The gentle caress of a summer breeze on our skin, the sweet scent of wildflowers blooming in a meadow, the taste of fresh berries picked straight from the vine. These sensory experiences nourish our souls and deepen our connection to the natural world. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the sound of waves crashing against the shore, the rhythmic ebb and flow creating a soothing melody that lulls you into a state of deep relaxation. Or perhaps you recall the feeling of warm sand beneath your feet, the sun warming your skin as you stroll along the beach, the salty tang of the ocean air filling your lungs, the scent of rain falling on dry earth, the earthy aroma of a forest after a storm, the sweet fragrance of honeysuckle wafting through the air on a summer evening. These olfactory experiences evoke memories, stir emotions, and transport us to other realms. Even the taste of nature's bounty, fresh fruits and vegetables bursting with flavor, honey harvested from a local beehive, wild mushrooms sautéed in butter, can be a sensory experience that nourishes both body and soul. The calming effect of nature is not merely a subjective experience. It is a phenomenon that has been extensively studied by scientists. Research has shown that spending time in nature can have a profound impact on our physical and mental well-being. Studies have found that exposure to nature can lower blood pressure, reduce heart rate, and decrease levels of stress hormones like cortisol. These physiological changes contribute to a sense of calmness and relaxation, reducing anxiety and promoting a feeling of overall well-being. One study by researchers at the University of Michigan found that even a short walk in nature can boost attention span and cognitive function. Participants who walked for just 50 minutes in a park scored significantly better on memory and attention tests than those who walked for the same amount of time in an urban environment. Furthermore, spending time in nature has been shown to improve mood, reduce symptoms of depression, and even alleviate pain. The Japanese practice of forest bathing has gained popularity worldwide as a way to tap into the healing power of nature and promote relaxation and stress reduction. The gentle lapping of waves against the shore, the soothing sound of a babbling brook, the mesmerizing dance of sunlight on the surface of a lake water, in all its forms, has a uniquely calming effect on the human psyche. Whether we find ourselves drawn to the vast expanse of the ocean, the tranquil beauty of a mountain lake, or the gentle flow of a river, the presence of water seems to wash away our worries and instill a sense of peace. Scientists believe that our affinity for water is rooted in our evolutionary history. As our ancestors evolved, they relied on water sources for survival, and the sound of running water often signaled a source of life-giving hydration. This innate connection to water may explain why we find its presence so soothing and restorative. Spending time near water can have a profound impact on our mental and emotional state. The rhythmic sound of waves or the gentle flow of a stream can induce a meditative state, calming the mind and promoting feelings of relaxation. Towering above the landscape, mountains evoke a sense of awe and wonder, their majestic peaks seeming to touch the heavens. The air is clear and crisp at higher altitudes, and the silence, broken only by the sound of the wind whispering through the trees, is profound. For centuries, spiritual seekers have retreated to the mountains in search of solitude, enlightenment, and a deeper connection to the divine. The physical challenge of ascending a mountain path can be a metaphor for the spiritual journey, requiring perseverance, determination, and a willingness to push beyond our comfort zones. The vastness of the mountain landscape can help us to put our own problems into perspective, reminding us that we are but a small part of something much greater than ourselves. The silence and solitude of the mountains can create space for introspection, allowing us to connect with our inner wisdom and hear the whispers of our own hearts. Whether we are seasoned mountaineers or simply enjoy gazing at these majestic peaks from afar, mountains have a way of inspiring awe, humility, and a sense of peace that transcends the everyday. The vast open expanse of the desert, with its seemingly endless horizons and stark beauty, can be a surprisingly calming and meditative environment. The silence of the desert is profound, broken only by the occasional cry of a bird or the rustling of the wind as it sculpts the sand dunes. While some may find the desert harsh and unforgiving, others are drawn to its simplicity, its silence, and its raw, untamed beauty. The desert demands resilience and adaptability, qualities that can be cultivated through spending time in its embrace. The lack of visual distractions in the desert can help to quiet the mind and promote a sense of inner peace. The vastness of the sky, stretching out in all directions, can evoke a sense of awe and wonder, reminding us of the infinite possibilities that life holds. The desert, with its stark beauty and profound silence, offers a unique opportunity to connect with nature on a deeper level, to find solace in solitude, and to discover the resilience and strength that lies within. Nature moves to a rhythm all its own, a rhythm marked by the changing seasons, the cycles of day and night, the ebb and flow of the tides. This rhythm is constant, predictable, and reassuring, a reminder that even in a world of constant change, some things remain eternal. The gentle progression of the seasons, each with its own unique beauty and character, reminds us that change is inevitable and that there is a time for everything under the sun. Spring, with its burst of new life and vibrant colors, symbolizes rebirth and renewal. Summer, with its long, lazy days and warm nights, invites us to slow down, relax, and savor the simple pleasures of life. Autumn, with its fiery hues and gentle breezes, is a time for reflection and introspection, a time to let go of what no longer serves us and embrace the beauty of impermanence. And winter, with its stark beauty and hushed silence, invites us to turn inward, to rest, and to dream of the new beginnings that await us. By attuning ourselves to the rhythm of nature, we can find a sense of peace and balance in our own lives. We learn to embrace the ebb and flow of life, to trust in the natural order of things, and to find beauty in every season. In a world often characterized by noise and distraction, the Psalms offer a sanctuary of quiet contemplation, a place where we can connect with the deepest longings of our hearts and find solace in the presence of the divine. These ancient words, penned by poets and prophets centuries ago, still resonate with a power that transcends time and culture, speaking to the universal human experience of joy, sorrow, love, loss, and the search for meaning. As we immerse ourselves in the Psalms, we embark on a journey of spiritual discovery, encountering words that have comforted and inspired countless souls throughout history. Each psalm is a unique expression of the human spirit, reflecting a wide range of emotions and experiences, from exuberant praise and heartfelt thanksgiving to profound lament and desperate pleas for deliverance. The beauty of the Psalms lies not only in their poetic language, but also in their honesty and vulnerability. The psalmists hold nothing back, pouring out their hearts to God with an authenticity that is both refreshing and inspiring. They remind us that it is okay to bring our whole selves before God, our joys and sorrows, our hopes and fears, our doubts and uncertainties. In the solace of these sacred words, we discover that we are not alone in our struggles. The psalmists have walked this path before us, wrestling with the same questions, grappling with the same challenges, and finding strength and hope in the midst of adversity. Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, triumph and adversity, love and loss. In the midst of life's inevitable ups and downs, the Psalms offer a balm for the weary soul, a source of comfort, encouragement, and unwavering hope. When we are overwhelmed by the challenges of life, when our hearts are heavy with grief or anxiety, the Psalms remind us that we are not alone, that a loving God walks with us through every season. The Psalms give voice to the full spectrum of human emotions, acknowledging the pain and suffering that are an inescapable part of the human experience. They do not shy away from difficult questions or offer simplistic solutions to complex problems. Instead, they provide a space for us to lament, to grieve, to pour out our hearts to God without reservation or pretense. In the Psalms of Lament, we find permission to express our pain, our anger, our frustration, our doubt. We encounter words that resonate with our own experiences of loss, betrayal, and disappointment. And in the midst of our lament, we discover that God is big enough to handle our anger, our tears, our honest questions. The Psalms do not offer easy answers or quick fixes. They do not promise a life free from pain or suffering, but they do offer something far more profound: the unwavering assurance of God's presence, love, and faithfulness, even in the darkest of nights. The psalmists were not afraid to be vulnerable before God. They poured out their hearts to Him, expressing their fears, their doubts, their anger, and their despair with unflinching honesty. And in their vulnerability, they discovered a strength that comes from acknowledging our need for God, from surrendering our will to His, and from trusting in His unwavering love. The Psalms teach us that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength. It is through our willingness to be open and honest with God about our struggles that we create space for Him to meet us in our brokenness and make us whole. When we try to hide our pain, our fear, our doubt from God, we erect barriers that prevent us from experiencing the fullness of His love and grace. The Psalms encourage us to bring our whole selves before God, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They remind us that God already knows our hearts, our thoughts, our deepest fears and desires. There is nothing we can hide from Him. And in His presence, we find acceptance, forgiveness, and the freedom to be fully ourselves. As we allow ourselves to be vulnerable before God, we open ourselves to the transformative power of His love. We discover that in our weakness, His strength is made perfect. We find that when we are at our lowest point, His grace is sufficient to lift us up and carry us through. The Psalms speak the language of the heart, expressing the full range of human emotions with a rawness and authenticity that transcends time and culture. Whether we are experiencing joy or sorrow, peace or turmoil, gratitude or anger, we can find words in the Psalms that resonate with our own experiences and give voice to the longings of our souls. Unlike other books of the Bible that often focus on history, law, or theology, the Psalms are primarily concerned with the inner life, with the relationship between the individual and God. They are prayers set to music, expressions of the heart's deepest longings and aspirations. The Psalms employ a wide range of literary devices, metaphor, simile, imagery, parallelism, to convey emotion and create vivid pictures in the mind of the reader. The language is often poetic and evocative, appealing to the senses and stirring the imagination. As we read the Psalms, we are invited to engage with them not just intellectually, but also emotionally. We are invited to allow the words to wash over us, to seep into our hearts, to stir our souls. We are invited to enter into a dialogue with God, expressing our own thoughts and feelings in response to the words of the psalmists. The Psalms are replete with expressions of praise and thanksgiving, celebrating the goodness, greatness, and faithfulness of God. In these Psalms, we encounter a God who is worthy of our adoration, our gratitude, and our unwavering trust. The psalmists invite us to join them in lifting our voices in praise to the Creator of heaven and earth, the giver of life and breath, the sustainer of all things. The Psalms of praise often employ vivid imagery and metaphors to describe God's attributes and actions. He is depicted as a shepherd who guides and protects his flock, a rock who provides a firm foundation in times of trouble, a fortress who offers refuge from the storms of life. The psalmists remind us that God is worthy of our praise not only for what he has done, but also for who he is. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who was and is to come. His love is everlasting, his faithfulness endures to all generations, and his mercies are new every morning. As we meditate on the Psalms of praise and thanksgiving, our hearts are filled with gratitude for God's many blessings. We are reminded of his faithfulness in the past, his presence with us in the present, and his promises for the future. And we are inspired to live lives that reflect his goodness and grace. While the Psalms are filled with expressions of praise and thanksgiving, they also give voice to the full range of human emotions, including lament, grief, anger, and doubt. The Psalms of Lament and Petition provide a space for us to bring our pain, our fears, our frustrations, and our questions before God, knowing that he is big enough to handle our honesty and that he cares about what concerns us. In the Psalms of Lament, we encounter individuals who are struggling with illness, loss, injustice, betrayal, and the apparent silence of God. They cry out to God from the depths of their despair, pouring out their hearts to him with unflinching honesty. They do not sugarcoat their pain or pretend to have all the answers. Instead, they come before God just as they are, broken and hurting, seeking his comfort, his guidance, and his deliverance. The Psalms of Petition express our deepest needs and desires, our hopes and fears, our longings for healing, justice, and restoration. We ask God to intervene in our lives and in the world around us, to bring peace to troubled hearts, healing to broken bodies, and justice to those who have been wronged. The Psalms of Lament and Petition remind us that it is okay to not be okay, that it is acceptable to struggle, to doubt, to question. They teach us that God is not afraid of our pain, our anger, or our tears. He invites us to come to him with our burdens, knowing that he cares for us, and that he hears the cries of his children. The Psalms, in their entirety, form a rich tapestry of human experience, reflecting the full spectrum of emotions, from the heights of joy and exultation to the depths of despair and desolation. They give voice to the universal human longings for love, belonging, meaning, and purpose. As we immerse ourselves in the Psalms, we encounter individuals from all walks of life: kings and shepherds, priests and prophets, warriors and farmers, men and women, young and old. Each psalm offers a glimpse into the heart and mind of the writer, revealing their struggles, their hopes, their fears, and their faith. The Psalms remind us that we are not alone in our experiences. No matter what we are going through, someone has been there before us and has given voice to their struggles in the pages of Scripture. The Psalms offer comfort, encouragement, and hope, reminding us that God is with us through every season of life. The Psalms are a timeless treasure, a gift from God to His people throughout the ages. They offer wisdom, guidance, comfort, and hope for all who open their hearts to their message. In the words of the psalmist, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Psalm 119, verse 105. The Psalms, though written centuries ago, still resonate with a power and relevance that transcend time and culture. They speak to the deepest longings of the human heart, the universal search for meaning, purpose, and connection with something greater than ourselves. As we immerse ourselves in the Psalms, we encounter echoes of eternity, glimpses of the divine woven into the fabric of human experience. The Psalms point us beyond ourselves, beyond our present circumstances, to a God who is eternal, unchanging, and ever faithful. They remind us that our lives are but a vapor, a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of things. And yet, in God's eyes, our lives have infinite value and purpose. As we meditate on the Psalms, we are drawn into a deeper relationship with the God who inspired them. We discover that the same God who spoke to the psalmists centuries ago still speaks to us today through His Word. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The Psalms offer us a glimpse of the eternal, a foretaste of the heavenly realm where we will one day join with the saints of all ages in praising God for His infinite love, mercy, and grace. Until that day, may we find comfort, strength, and hope in the timeless words of the Psalms, echoes of eternity whispering to our souls. Imagine a tapestry woven from the finest threads of silk and gold, a masterpiece depicting a serene landscape where verdant valleys meet snow-capped peaks, mirrored in the tranquil waters of a crystal-clear lake. Now imagine that this tapestry is not merely a visual delight, but a multisensory experience, imbued with the gentle fragrance of pine needles and wildflowers, the soothing melody of birdsong, and the soft whisper of wind through the leaves. This, dear reader, is the essence of the enhanced relaxation that comes from combining the beauty of nature scenes with the profound wisdom of the Psalms. It's not merely the visual splendor of nature that calms our souls, but the symphony of sensations that accompany it. The feel of cool earth beneath our feet, the scent of rain-kissed soil, the taste of fresh berries plucked from a sun-drenched bush. These sensory experiences, when paired with the soul-stirring words of the Psalms, create a synergy that transcends the sum of its parts, transporting us to a realm of profound peace and tranquility. The Psalms, with their timeless wisdom and heartfelt expressions of faith, provide a framework for understanding our place within the grand tapestry of creation. They remind us that we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it, interconnected with every living creature and element. This realization fosters a sense of belonging, a deep knowing that we are held and loved by a force greater than ourselves. As we delve deeper into this harmonious pairing of nature and Psalms, We will explore the scientific evidence behind its effectiveness, discover practical ways to incorporate it into our daily lives, and ultimately unlock a deeper sense of peace, joy, and connection with the divine. Imagine standing before a pristine canvas, its surface as vast and undefined as the heavens above. This, dear reader, is the canvas upon which nature paints its breathtaking masterpieces. Each sunrise and sunset a stroke of vibrant color, each mountain range a testament to the enduring power of time and creation. And upon this canvas, the Psalms serve as delicate yet profound brushstrokes, adding layers of meaning, depth, and spiritual resonance to the already awe-inspiring scenery. Just as an artist carefully selects their palette, so too does nature offer an infinite array of hues, textures, and forms to captivate our senses and stir our souls. The vibrant greens of a rainforest canopy, the fiery oranges and reds of an autumnal forest, the deep blues and greens of a crashing ocean wave. Each element a testament to the boundless creativity and artistry of the natural world. The Psalms, with their evocative language and heartfelt expressions of faith, serve as a guide, helping us to interpret the deeper meaning behind nature's artistry. They remind us that the beauty we behold is not merely accidental, but a reflection of the divine hand at work, a testament to the love and care that permeate all of creation. As we contemplate the Psalms amidst the splendor of nature, we begin to see the world through a new lens, one that reveals the interconnectedness of all things and the sacredness woven into the very fabric of existence. For centuries, poets, philosophers, and spiritual seekers have extolled the virtues of nature as a source of solace, inspiration, and connection with the divine. Now, modern science is catching up, offering empirical evidence to support what our hearts and souls have long intuited, that spending time in nature, particularly when paired with practices like reflecting on the Psalms, has a profound impact on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Studies have shown that exposure to nature can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones like cortisol, and promote feelings of calmness and well-being. These physiological changes, in turn, create a more receptive state for spiritual practices like reading and reflecting on the Psalms, allowing the words to penetrate deeper into our hearts and minds. Furthermore, research suggests that nature can enhance our capacity for mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. As we become more attuned to the subtle wonders of the natural world, the gentle sway of a tree branch, the intricate patterns of a flower petal, the soothing sound of a babbling brook, our minds naturally quiet, creating space for spiritual reflection and a deeper connection with the divine. The Psalms, with their timeless wisdom and heartfelt expressions of faith, provide a framework for understanding our place within the grand tapestry of creation, fostering a sense of awe, gratitude, and interconnectedness with all living things. As we conclude our exploration of endless relaxation through nature and Psalms, let us pause for a moment to reflect on the profound truths we have uncovered. We began by acknowledging the inherent human longing for peace, a yearning for respite from the relentless demands of modern life. And in the embrace of nature and the timeless wisdom of the Psalms, we have discovered not just a temporary escape, but a sanctuary for the soul, a place of profound peace and renewal. This sanctuary, however, is not merely a physical location, but a state of being, a shift in perspective that allows us to access the wellspring of tranquility that resides within each of us. Nature, with its breathtaking beauty and awe-inspiring grandeur, serves as a catalyst, awakening our senses, quieting our minds, and reminding us of our interconnectedness with all of creation. And the Psalms, with their heartfelt expressions of faith, longing, and praise, provide a language for our souls, a way to connect with the divine presence that permeates all things. The journey we have undertaken is not a one-time event, but a lifelong exploration, a continuous unfolding of understanding and appreciation for the profound ways in which nature and the Psalms can enrich our lives. As we integrate the practices and insights we have gained into our daily routines, we will find that the sanctuary we seek is never far away, always accessible within the depths of our own hearts and the embrace of the natural world. Let us carry the peace we have found within us as we navigate the complexities of life, sharing this sanctuary with others and bequeathing a legacy of tranquility to generations to come. Throughout our exploration, we have witnessed the harmonious interplay between nature's whispers and the Psalms' echoes, two seemingly disparate realms converging to create a symphony of peace and tranquility. Nature, with its gentle breezes rustling through leaves, the rhythmic crashing of waves against the shore, and the breathtaking expanse of a star-filled night sky, speaks to us in a language that transcends words, a language our souls instinctively understand. The Psalms, penned by individuals who lived centuries ago yet experienced the same joys, sorrows, and longings we do today, give voice to those whispers, articulating the emotions and insights that nature evokes within us. The psalmists' words of awe before the majesty of creation, their expressions of gratitude for the beauty that surrounds them, their pleas for guidance and comfort amidst life's storms. These sentiments resonate deeply with our own experiences as we immerse ourselves in the natural world. Nature's whispers awaken our senses, inviting us to slow down, to breathe deeply, to truly see and hear and feel the world around us. The Psalms, in turn, invite us to engage with those sensations on a deeper level, to reflect on their significance, to find meaning and purpose in the midst of the everyday. As we continue to cultivate this dialogue between nature and the Psalms, we will find that their whispers and echoes intertwine, creating a rich tapestry of spiritual insight, emotional healing, and a profound sense of peace that permeates every aspect of our being. In the relentless pace of modern life, it's easy to lose sight of the ancient bond between humanity and the natural world. We surround ourselves with technology, artificial light, and the constant hum of human activity, often forgetting that we are not separate from nature but an integral part of it. Yet, as we have discovered through our exploration of nature and Psalms, this ancient bond is not easily severed. It lies dormant within us, awaiting the opportunity to be reawakened through conscious effort and a willingness to reconnect with the natural world. When we step outside, breathe in the fresh air, feel the warmth of the sun on our skin, and immerse ourselves in the sights and sounds of nature, something within us shifts. We remember on a primal level that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, connected to every living creature and element on this planet. The Psalms, with their timeless wisdom and heartfelt expressions of faith, serve as a bridge, connecting us to the generations who have come before us, who found solace, inspiration, and guidance in the embrace of nature. Through their words, we tap into a collective wisdom, a recognition that our connection to the natural world is not a modern invention, but an intrinsic part of what it means to be human. Now that we've explored the profound benefits of experiencing nature and Psalms in harmony, let's explore some practical ways to integrate these practices into our daily lives. Remember, even small, consistent efforts can yield significant results in cultivating a sense of peace and well-being. Morning meditation in nature. Begin your day by spending a few moments outdoors, whether it's in your backyard, a nearby park, or a quiet spot in nature. As you breathe in the fresh air and soak in the sights and sounds around you, choose a passage from Psalms that resonates with you. Nature Walks with Psalms. Incorporate short walks in nature into your routine, bringing along a small book of Psalms or using a mobile app to access them. As you walk, pay attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Pause at a spot that calls to you and read a passage from Psalms, allowing its words to deepen your appreciation for the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Journaling Reflections. After spending time in nature, take a few moments to journal about your experience. What did you observe? How did you feel? Choose a passage from Psalms that resonates with your experience and write about how its message connects to your observations and emotions. Creating a nature altar. Designate a special space in your home or garden where you can connect with nature and the Psalms. This could be a small table, a shelf, or even a windowsill. Place objects from nature that you find beautiful or inspiring, such as stones, shells, feathers, or flowers. Add a copy of Psalms and spend time in this space reading, reflecting, and meditating. Mindful photography. Combine your love of photography with nature and Psalms by going on mindful photography walks. As you walk, pay attention to the details that catch your eye and capture them through your lens. Choose a passage from Psalms that speaks to you and use it as inspiration for editing or captioning your photos. Sharing the experience. Invite friends, family members, or members of your faith community to join you for nature walks, reflective discussions, or creative projects inspired by nature and Psalms. Sharing these experiences can deepen your connections and create a sense of community around your shared love for the natural world and spiritual exploration. Remember, the key is to find practices that resonate with you and incorporate them into your life in a way that feels sustainable and enjoyable. Be patient with yourself, experiment with different approaches, and allow yourself to be surprised by the profound peace and tranquility that can emerge from this harmonious pairing of nature and Psalms.